Good morning. I'm John Ellsworth, founder of Success Strategies Incorporated and the creator of the Success Strategies Advantage. And today I want to share with you a presentation that I've entitled, Are You Living Your Best Life? That sounds probably like a silly question, but maybe it's not so silly considering all the things that we're facing today in the economy with inflation, which is just totally out of control, higher interest rates, which maybe they will abate pretty soon, but I don't see that in the immediate future. And just basically the cost of everything and the difficulty of obtaining things that we need to run our business has increased dramatically. So my suggestion is this: take a deep breath and consider everything that's going on around you. In a recent magazine article in Inc. magazine written by Marcel Swantz, the author was referring to a speech by Steve Jobs, founder or co-founder of Apple, and he made a presentation where he talked about the three most important words. He said the key to success is understanding and following these words. And those words are this: follow your heart. Follow your heart. And the reason he said to follow your heart is because what he goes on to say is, if you don't, basically you will be on someone else's agenda. And that makes life a little less pleasant to live with, to live through. So I'd like to share with you a quote that he made along the same line. And the Jobs quote goes like this, and I quote, "Don't be trapped by the dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and your intuition. They already know what you truly want to become, and everything else is secondary." End of quote. I want to point out that I think most people know in life what they don't want. Oh, I don't want this to happen. I don't want this to happen. I can't stand this type of thing. But I think it's more significant that you take the time in your business and your life to identify what you do want. The reason that's so important is, I'm going to just ask you, can you define it? If you can define it, this is significant. The reason is, number one, we have to define what we want before we know what to pursue. On a less positive note, that will help us identify the obstacles, because everything that's worth having in life comes with some obstacles. Unfortunately, that is just a fact of life. However, if we identify these obstacles, we can go on and we can then identify potential solutions to each of them. And as a result, the really neat thing here is we can then move closer to our goal. Former President Donald Trump said, and I quote, "Brilliant business operators take problems and turn them into gold." End of quote. On a similar note, another former president, Teddy Roosevelt, said that if we dwell on problems and only problems, we'll never really get anywhere in life. He said it like this, and I quote again, "Complaining about a problem without proposing a solution for that problem is called whining." End of quote. That's pretty straightforward. So I want to go back to what Steve Jobs said and encourage you as you look at your business and you get ready for changes that need to be made. And we all have changes because the economy changes, our industries change, and we need to step it up and be able to change with them. Stay ahead of the curve, if you will. But as Steve Jobs said, I would encourage you to follow your heart. And to summarize, I would say, decide what it is that you want to see in your life, in your business. Number two, define it clearly in your mind. Number three, we want to go through and list all the potential obstacles that you're going to face. And I guarantee, that's the only guarantee I can give you, is that you will face some obstacles. Because we all do. I do in my business as well. And then number four, identify possible solutions, and along with that, the dates by which you'll complete those, overcoming those obstacles, and then you'll move closer to your goal. Again, I'm John Ellsworth, founder of Success Strategies Incorporated and the creator of the Success Strategies Advantage. I want to thank you for listening today. Thank you very much.